All right, so that was short-lived. Just a couple of days after I reported great news for Tesla and Nio stock investors due to an anti-competition agreement, that agreement is now null and void. Look at what I have here. The group representing China's automakers has retracted a pledge to avoid abnormal pricing, in other words, no more price wars, that it had brokered between 16 automakers, including Tesla, is breaking off a truce in a brutal price war, and it's been brutal, over electric vehicles. The CAAM said in a statement on Saturday that it recognized the agreement had violated China's antitrust law and would retract it. So there you have it. 16 automakers in China tried to collude and come to an agreement and say, hey, these price cuts are not working in our favor. And that's true, right? When companies enter these kinds of price wars, it's not good news for anyone. For anyone, it's bad news for the entire industry. I know I've had some people try to convince me and try to email me and leave comments and say, well, it's good for Tesla because Tesla has the best profit margin, so it can sustain these price cuts. And I will tell you it's not. I will tell you it's not. Now, I'm not saying Tesla is not going to win the price war. That's different. I don't know who's going to win. But whoever wins, it doesn't matter because everyone in the industry will be damaged, will be hurt in the process. So whoever comes out on top is going to be wounded. There's going to be there might be a winner, but that winner will be wounded. And so I noted that this agreement to kind of ease competition, to say, hey, let's end these price wars, because Tesla alone has made like 7 rounds of price cuts, and then competitors like Nio and BYD and Xpeng and Li Auto and others have followed with their own price cuts, and so lower and lower they go, and it's hurting their profit margins. And there is no telling when this will end, because these companies, they've got cash, they've been injected with cash, and so they can survive, they can raise more capital, they can borrow more money, and they can survive, and they can elongate this competition, and everyone in the industry will be hurt. So it was good news that they were talking about easing the competition, but now that was reversed. That's reversed now. The government's saying that's anti-competitive, right? That's you can't do that. It goes against antitrust law. And so what's going to be interesting now is if the companies kind of, instead of having this kind of open agreement, kind of follow an informal agreement. There seems to be several companies that from the outside looking in, you might say, like, are they following some form of informal agreement? And I'll name you a few examples, right? Pepsi and Coca-Cola appear to be following some informal, you take it easy, I'll take it easy, let's just keep it the way it is. Visa and MasterCard, same thing. Hey, you take it easy, I'll take it easy. Verizon and AT&T, right? You look at their prices, very similar across all those three examples, and you might say, well, how is that so? Why doesn't one lower and try and take market share? And it's because they understand, over decades of competition with each other, they understand if they lower prices, the competitor will lower prices, and then they can follow and then follow and lower and lower and lower, at the expense of the industry and at the favor of customers. So this is now bad news, because if competition resumes, profit margins will continue following. And let me show you what I mean. So here I have Tesla's gross profit margin and Nio's gross profit margin. And look at how Tesla's gross profit margin has just continued falling. Theoretically, Tesla has been increasing production and talking about how its cost of goods are falling. And so theoretically, its profit margins should have continued rising as they have been for the last decade. But instead, they're falling because Tesla's had to cut prices and enter into this price war because consumer demand was not as strong. Same with Nio. Look at its gross profit margin falling right? And so if this price war continues, I would not be surprised if these gross profit margins continue falling downward, and this could last for several quarters more. So there you have it. The short-lived agreement is now rescinded, and it remains to be seen if competition will get heated again. So look out for announcements over the next few days from these companies, and that will describe how heated the competition will be. Will they come out with more price cuts, or will they come out with more friendly language and friendly press releases kind of hinting at, hey, if you take it easy, I'll take it easy, and a kind of a truce. So it's crucial these next few days, the announcements that come out from these companies. So keep an eye out, and I will certainly be updating you. But that's all I've got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.